Alright, so this video is going to be all about from the First, what I think is one of their best boots that they sell. It's this nappy suede, this nut suede is what they call it. It's a 40mm harness boot, as you can see here, a nice brown color. What makes these different is that they have this kind of hairy suede. Cool, like you understand how it looks. Just initial impressions about it. I'm not going to do an unboxing. If you want to watch, someone take shoes out of a box, you can do that in another video. I had to get sole protectors on these. They were extremely slippery, and due to the fact that there was a high heel and it was slippery, it was just tough to walk in for me. This is my first time wearing a 40mm heel, so it was tough to walk in initially, but I got used to that and ended up being a decent experience so far. So let's just dive right into comfort, which I think is incredibly important for a shoe like this. Obviously the aesthetics are great. So comfort, out of 10, this is about a 6. It's not going to be tight over here. It's not going to be tight where the harness is at either. So the shaft are not tight. The heel isn't in the issue as well, but truly the issue is the footbed, right? If you are walking all day on this boot, the bottom of your feet are going to feel the pain. You're going to feel the burn if you're walking on concrete all day. So I was in Portland and just doing a lot of walking downtown, getting to and from streets. And these shoes were incredibly uncomfortable, and I had to switch them out for my Stan Smiths midway because these are terrible. But if I was going to a party or going out on one night, that'd be great. But for a full day of walking, these shoes are not it. And they're not made to be it either, right? Like, who cares really? But just something to be mindful of. I wouldn't wear this shoe if I was to, let's say I worked at Nordstrom, right? Or somewhere else where, you wear shoes and wear things that look nice. You're walking for possibly 8 hours with these guys on. I just wouldn't be a good purchase in my opinion. So that's how these shoes look. They just look amazing, and the quality that'll get into focus there. The quality was great externally. People who buy these shoes, quite honestly, buy them because the YSL ones are crazy overpriced. These shoes are, really maybe $600 compared to YSL charging $1145 plus tax. And for that reason, I think the shoe is generally worth it. I've gotten a great amount of wear on them. Once again, I had to pay the $40 to add the sole protector. But dude, I would have paid that if I was getting YSL anyway, right? Just for sake of preserving the leather at the bottom of the shoe. And I'm a 6'3" guy. This is a 46 size boot, and it would look bad if I was to fall down. So probably be bad for me too. Anyway, so yeah, that's just a little bit about the boots. As far as the price being worth it, yeah, it's expensive, but this is the best quote unquote YSL knockoff you can get. And I know from the First, we're not a YSL knockoff, or we're differentiating ourselves, and I can respect that. But this shoe falls directly in line with the YSL aesthetic, so I'm going to continue to categorize it in that way. So yeah, really cool shoe. Pull tab on the inside here and here. Definitely go true to size. It's tough sizing down on these guys, in my opinion. I wear a size 12.5 in some shoes. With these, I went 46, which translates to a 13, and they fit just fine. So definitely will tell you guys to stay to your true to size on these ones. Lots of ways you can style this. Don't really need for an on-feet review of these guys, to be honest. You can go on Instagram and look up Saint Laurent aesthetic. Any outfit that they wear, the models in those pictures wear, you can wear and it'll look good. It's a fairly standard, simple brown shoe to wear, but the addition of the harness and the higher heel and the nappy suede, once again, just really make this shoe such an amazing shoe to have in your collection. For these ones specifically, I'd rank this as in my opinion, this is the best shoe on their website, especially if you're looking at suede. The other red ones and ones with paint splatter, that's that's just tacky, right? Like it's just like, you know, sometimes you look at some of those crazy designs and, you know, you kind of wonder if you can see that person looking normal in like, you know, a checkout line, right? If you don't look normal in checkout line, then you look like you're wearing a costume. But these don't give out that impression at all. They have some black leather ones, and I got this same pair in a black leather. I need to make a separate video about those because those are different than these guys. From the whole break-in experience, from how they fit, how they wear, the black leather ones are a bit different. So I'll be making a separate video maybe tomorrow about those and uploading them to YouTube as I've been doing. Once again, great purchase. Pick these shoes up. You know you want them, right? If you're someone watching this video, anyways, like, you know you want them. You've probably looked at From the First. You probably looked at Story at Fall with the 6 to 8 week shipping time, all right? And you've probably looked at like ASOS for like the cheap stuff, right? I wouldn't recommend ASOS because they suck, but Story at Fall maybe. If you can like make sense of the website, make sense of the sizing, and you're fine with waiting 8 weeks for a pair of shoes, go ahead, do it. You'd save $200, $200 to $300, right? You're getting a lesser quality boot for sure, but you're saving $200, and that might be fine with some people. But like, once again, if you are watching this video on YouTube, you definitely want these shoes, or at least considering them. So definitely check them out. To me personally, like, if I was to get, like, if someone offered me this boot for $600 and the YSL Wyatts for like $800, I wouldn't spend the extra $200 for the YSL Wyatts. I've had the YSL Wyatts in hand. I've read multiple reviews, watched multiple reviews around that boot, and you just really can't justify paying extra above these for the same aesthetic. Now there are some, slight differences, like on the Vamp here, like, it's From the First by just having this. YSL doesn't have that. To be honest, like, this is probably one of the ways they save costs. The more, if you don't know, the more they cut leather, like the more like changes and like where you have these big stitches right here, right? Boom, that saves them money. Having a stitch here, boom, that saves them money as well, because now you don't have to, work with a single piece of full-on product grade leather, right? You can get bits and pieces of leather and have it work out all together. So I meant rhymes, but whatever. Definitely check these boots out on their website. The Black Friday sale is like amazing. This is coming out 2 months late for you, so personally I would wait. This, by the way, this shoe is, they're not going out of business anytime soon. This style is not getting discontinued anytime soon. As I said before, this is like one of their iconic styles. You get the nut suede, and you get a shoe that looks very, very similar to something you would get in a YSL boot. So that's a little bit about that. Just to end that analogy, I know I said if it was $800 for the YSL on one end and $600 for these guys, I'd get these guys, save $200. If they were the same price, I would just get the YSL. Right, it's just like these stylistically don't have a benefit over the YSL, and if you're gonna get a brand name, you might as well get the brand name, in my opinion. Like, in terms of like resale value and how long these guys will hold their value in the secondhand market, right? It's better just spend the extra money, get the YSL. Stylistically, I think they're quite similar. Anyway, that's the end of this video. I'm gonna be posting more, as I said before. And new video comes out tomorrow around the black leather version of this. Stay tuned for that. Goodbye.